Jaden. So, are we going to get rained on?
Yeah,
I'm feeling some raindrops. Are we going to persevere through this rain?
Persevere.
We're going to get through. Okay, so first things first, out on the field here today. Out on the field. We come out, and you're supposed to be here wrestling, but you're on the field doing a workout. What were you doing on the field?
So today the campers had to do, so the football field obviously has lines marking every 5 yards. So every 5 yards, they start in the end zone, and they run and do one burpee, then run back, and then go to this second line, do two, and then run back. So it went all the way up to 22 burpees. So I went ahead and did that with them because Kilgore was late getting in. And then, went inside, wrestled around with Kilgore top and bottom and Elroy, and, got a good workout in. So feel good.
But how many did you end up, what did you work up to on your ladder? Some inordinate amount, dude. You did
255 or something like that. So running back and forth.
Why did you do that?
I had nothing better to do. Kilgore was late, and I had to get a workout in, and I used that as my warm up to get ready to go wrestle.
That was a warm up.
It felt good. I felt really good. I feel good.
And you looked like Jaden shape. Like I said, you're shredded. Here's you say you're big. I say you're shredded, but you got a good workout, and then you get some parterre and. A lot of technique and a lot of thought into that too, though, right? Like you guys aren't just going hard and banging, right?
Yeah. And we used, like I said, I did this, so we went a little bit shorter today. But I was definitely working on my gut, one way to the other way, working on my lace, and we got to talk about some things, especially trying to exhaust the position transitioning from a lace to a gut. So, but I have a tendency sometimes to jump from my lace straight up to my gut instead of exhausting that position and going from my lace a little bit harder. And we got to work on some things. We went some live and got to feel some things. It was nice. It was good to get a good hard go in, and especially with next week coming in. The world team's going to be all together, getting prepared for Yasser Dagu. So it's going to be a great time.
Between here and Worlds, is Yasser Dagu going to be your only competition, or will you have anything between? Is there anything else?
I think that there's one more in Italy that we may go to. I know that as a team that the Pan Am Games are going to be happening for the Olympic weights. So that I know that for us, for the guys who aren't Olympic weights, Italy might be an option later on in the year. And other than that, I think those are the main two that we might go to.
Oh, you're an Olympic weight, my friend. You are an Olympic weight. No one's next year. We all know that, obviously that's the big run, and we're looking at all this shuffling and jockeying, and I'm not worried about next year, right? Obviously, and you said you brought it up, Olympic weights, right?
Right.
But it's going to be I don't even know. It's going to be one of the most competitive, Olympic trials that I think we've ever seen at obviously 97, right? Well, 86, 74, right? They're going to be loaded.
I think that there's not a weight that's not going to be competitive. I think the great thing about what now in the U.S. is that at every weight and from college, and when those guys come from college up to the senior level, is there a difference? Yes, but those guys are tough, and you got big names coming in to wrestle, and really what this year has shown. I mean, more than anything can happen. I mean, think about things like Tyler Graff coming in and making a team at the age of 30, and competing and beating guys the Megaludas and the Brewers and stuff like that. I think that this is the best time to be in the U.S. just because anything can happen, but anything that does happen is meant to happen, and whoever wins is meant to be the person there. And everybody else is going to be there to support them and make sure that they're prepared to go out there and accomplish their dreams, but more importantly, represent this country to the best of their ability. So that's what I look forward to. And 2020 is not going to be any different. I'm excited for the year to come, man. I'm going to let it come on its own time because I got more things to focus on. But either way, it's going to be a great time.
I like to call you the Hodge Slayer. Do you collect Hodge trophies at home? I mean, guys who've won it who you beat to get on teams, right? When you look at the guys you've beat to get on teams, it's an all-time great list in NCAA wrestling, right?
Right.
And I don't know, you beat a world champ to get on the Olympic team. You get a world champ, right, to get in the 27 team. It's pretty amazing the list of guys you've wrestled in that competition pool. I think that whoever falls, like you're saying, it's meant to be whoever it is, and everybody's going to support everybody else, right?
Right.
Having that support network and knowing that you guys are for each other when it comes down to one guy being on the team. What's it like knowing that as teams?
Well, I think that it's something special when you have guys that what we do is very physical. It's very demanding. And then sometimes it can be very draining. And it's something that it takes a full 110% effort. It's not something that takes. It's something that if you don't give it your all, you're not going to make it to where you want to go. So to have that and then have outcomes be the way they are, and have the relation and even the history that that we've had with each other, but to still have enough respect for one another to understand that we gotta make this work so that we are the best. We have to understand that the name that's below the USA is less important than the red, white, and blue, and the USA logo that is above it. So we got to make sure that we have that in mind. And I think that we do. We all have a good mindset on that. We understand that we all have a goal, that we represent something better than a name, than our own name. We represent this country, and we represent the people of America in the toughest sport in the world. So I think that with that being the case, with what we do, there's so much honor with it that you don't really have a choice but to have that kind of outlook on it. And you should be wanting to help each other out. You should be wanting to train and empower everybody to be the best they can be. And that's what we look to do. That's what, when anyone that comes into the room whenever the world team's here, the only way you're not going to get better is if you're not there. That's literally the only way. Other than that, you come in, you take in as much as you can, you learn from everybody, you train with everyone, you hustle hard, you rip each other's face off, you get off the mat, and you still have that respect, you still work with everybody. And then you go out to competitions and you get to live out your dream, travel the world, and kick butt, take names, and enjoy it, do it together as a team.
Okay, last thing, you moved. You're here full time.
Yeah.
You're at Colorado Springs. Now, also, this is 20 minutes up the road. So you got the OTC, you got KJ's here, you got the whole Coach Zadek. They're all here. You got Kilgore if you need to come up here if there's not anybody in town, right?
Right.
So it's like, not, sometimes Kyvan isn't in town. Right. Sometimes PD3 isn't in town, right? Name a guy, right? The whole list of guys I just said, right? Sometimes they're not in town. You got the Air Force Academy right here. You got the OTC there. How ideal of a training situation. And past 2020, where does this put you in your future?
Well, I like being out here. And I think actually, last year I wrestled with all the development kids. I wrestled with, Aaron Brooks, Kirk Fleet, Gabe Tagg, Julian Tagg, and Joe Greenwood and DJ and all those guys. I trained with them all. And I think that for me, like taking on a role, it was more like I had to teach them as well, so it kind of, I had to expand on myself. Teaching sometimes can be the best way for you to learn. And so getting to be a part of that and help these guys who are really good get even better, forced me to have to get better at my technique as well, especially if I wanted to show stuff or be a mentor or just have their back and be in their corner as a coach. So that was one big thing. And also on top of that, they pushed me just as much. They kept me young. I think that's a big thing. They kept me feeling young. They kept my heart young. They were still, don't get me wrong, they were mature, but they were still, they're still kids. They're just getting ready to go to college. So they kept me young and it helped me grow. And I think that a big thing too is like it helped me work on things that I needed to work on, as far as like I know that I can overpower them if I want to. If I want to overpower you and put you down, like that's great. But like they really helped me get into like how to, I don't know, how to outthink you, how to outslick you, how to do things that maybe I kind of maybe lost track of for a while, but they kind of put me back on track. Like last year, most of my training was done with the kids who were between the ages of 17 and 19, and I tell them this, like, you guys helped them create a world champion. Whenever I came and did workouts, you guys were the ones that put me, that were with me doing this stuff. You guys are the ones that were running hills with me. You guys are the ones that I was drilling on, that was drilling on me, that we did top, bottom, and parterre. We did all this stuff. Like, so they were really a big testament to my success. And I don't think that would be much to change, because then what's going to happen is we get another set of kids, and they're going to have to learn a whole other thing. Now that nobody's the same, they're going to have to learn stuff that's probably different. Like, they may have something that these kids before didn't have, and I'm going to have to teach them something else. But that's, in teaching them, I'm going to grow on my own. And KJ's great about, balancing it out between, working with them and then working with a PD3 and a Kyvan Gatson or Kilgore. He's great about having the workouts there and being here and having my back on what I need to do. But I don't think that there's a flaw in the workouts that I do or who I work out with. As far as 2020, I'm gonna be honest, like I don't know. I don't know what'll happen past that point, or what I'll be doing or where I'll be. Right now, I'm just focused on 2020 and just trying to get to that point. I still think honestly, I think I'll still be wrestling at that point. But
that's refreshing to hear, by the way.
Yeah, I don't
seriously. A lot of people aren't thinking that.
Yeah, that's fine. They can think what they want. I don't try to make too many plans on on certain things, just because I live by the saying, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans, you know. So, but I plan to be wrestling still past 2020, and I'm still young. Like, people gotta realize I'm only 24.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
so crazy.
So like I'm still in my prime. I'm still growing as a wrestler. I'm still growing as a person. And now I think that this year, especially, you know, I'm taking another path of trying not only to help myself get where I want to go, but help the growth of other people around me, on the team as well, as far as, you know, as far as the young talent that we have, and some guys that, you know, are first time team members. So, and helping those guys, and also you know, growing and learning still from the guys we still have, from Joe Burrows and Kyle Snyder, guys who've been in these tournaments time and time again. So getting to still be mentored, but also mentor others, and I'm kind of still in this in between stage of being both. I'm enjoying it, and I'm still growing, and I look forward to it. And as long as I'm keep growing, that means I'm continuing to get better, and that's all that matters to me.
All right. Great seeing a good workout today. You got anything else for me?
No, just wish me luck. It'll be fun.
All right. Hey, thanks for the time. Good luck.
Thank you.
See you up in maybe Colorado Springs tonight, staying with Kilgore.
Nice.
And good luck at US or Dagu.
Thank you very much.